going to discuss curriculum today. If you are just starting out or if you're somewhere along your journey, curriculum is probably a very large concern for you. When choosing curriculum, you probably would be wise to ask several people who you admire that are homeschooling, because from a variety of suggestions, you'll probably come up with the best plan for yourself. Now, when you look at curriculum online, if you're just getting started, it's probably rather overwhelming because there are just so many choices, and of course everyone is giving you their sales pitch. What I'd like to share today is some of my favorite curriculum. Of course, this is by no means the only way to go, but it is definitely something. Some of these ideas are things I've come to by a great deal of research and things that worked for our house. I love Abeka for the math, language, which would include grammar, and also spelling. I have found those resources to be just perfect for our family needs, actually for all 5 of my children. Though I did supplement the math somewhat with one of my children who likes to see their math. We did Math UC as a program in the beginning of the year, and then we always did all the Abeka. So, I think the Abeka math, language, and spelling is phenomenal. Under the category of English, you probably would like to look at Institute for Excellence in Writing and find a class outside your home where your student is given the instruction as well as the accountability of bringing in their writing every week. While you can definitely do Institute for Excellence in Writing at home, I think that you will find it a more successful situation if they have to write for someone else and bring it in once a week. So that really covers writing and math and English. Science, there are many resources. If you want to take a traditional approach, you might look at Ariel Bob Jones Press or Abeka, which they have a fabulous science as well. My favorite science, though, is Apologia, and my children's favorite science is Apologia, and I have to say it counts when that's what your children like best. The books that are written in elementary as well as high school are very conversational, and you'd have to read them for yourselves to maybe understand what I mean by that, but they're written toward the reader, the child, the student reading them, and they have fabulous notebooks to have them practice notebooking. And the other thing that they have that I love is they take one subject at a time in the elementary level and really cover that subject for either a semester or for a full year. And they're just very exciting science books, so I'd encourage you to take a look at those if you haven't already. History is a little bit harder for me to answer because I have found it impossible to pick 1 or even 2 resources to stick to as I'm trying to do history. And this is one of those categories that I can definitely be accused of overdoing because it's a very exciting subject to me. In school, I always loved to read when I was younger, but I have to be frank with you, I thought history was very dull. So I'd never wanted to really take a textbook approach. What I wanted to do was read biographies, read historical fiction, possibly follow along with a curriculum, but put these other sources and these other books and out there and do just a great deal of reading. If you could look at the bookshelves behind me in great detail, you would see that the majority of them are history. My favorite resources for history books would be Veritas Press, really as number 1, Veritas Press history books, and Sunlight resources, as well as Abeka and Mystery of History. That's actually when you'll work through and supplement with readers. Or when I say readers, I mean books that you've chosen, like, for example, from Veritas Press. And another resource is Tapestry of Grace. All those sources actually mix together very well. They often have some of the same books on their reading list. So you want to maybe pick, this is the year we're going to do U.S. history, and really examine those resources. It was really difficult for me to narrow, and like I said, we usually overdo on the history.